For those of us who've been around a while career-wise, we remember when the internet hit the scene and how it really just threw things into we could redesign the way the world works. And when I saw ChatGPT for the first time, I saw that moment all over again. As a technology leader of an institution that had 40,000 students, 25,000 employees, including the health system, what I saw my role to be was to be the driver of making sure we took advantage of these new, very powerful tools in a way that allowed us to create better outcomes, whether those were around what was happening in the classroom, what might be happening with patients, how research was being conducted. So I think there were two things in terms of how I thought about it. One was get the executive team aligned. And so we very early on said, we need to lean in early and we need to lean in hard, as this is going to be something that transforms how we work and everyone's going to be impacted. The second part of everyone's going to be impacted was everyone needed to have their own experience with these tools, because what I was learning in my own experience was there was a journey here. You had to use it and have some level of elation and frustration to be able to figure out how to use the tools better. You had to have that experience to figure out how to hack your own productivity. You had to have productivity gains to figure out how you could actually run a unit or department differently. And so we built our own AI platform, to your point, to basically to democratize AI and put it in everyone's hands. We also included the students in that, which was a little bit unpopular at
Mhm.
the time because we had members of the university who didn't feel like students were ready to be given the responsibility of these tools. But we talked about it and decided two things. One, their careers were going to be dependent on them being facile with these tools. And so the earlier, the better for them. And then the second was we had the opportunity at the university to help our students understand how to use these tools responsibly, ethically, and equitably, so that when they went out there, they had a value system wrapped around how they use them. So that's how we started our journey. When I left to Irvine, we were at the point where we had really gotten the chatbot thing pretty well nailed down. And we were starting to look at what is agents going to mean for us? How is it going to generate changes in workflow? And how are agents ultimately going to be our coworkers in how we drive institutional processes?